At 11:17 a.m. on February 26, 2024, Sebastian Rogers was reported missing from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sebastian was last seen in his bed at the age of 15 years old and recently just turned 16 while still missing from his parents. Sebastian had been diagnosed with autism and 6q27 chromosomal deletion syndrome, a rare condition that impacts his development and behavior, meaning he needed extra care. Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, and at the time his mother, Katie Rogers, split a long time ago, but the relationship between them has remained strained ever since. Custody battles, accusations of abuse, and an overall tense family environment makes the situation even more complex. Sebastian was last seen at his mother's house and was expected to return to his father's house right before this event happened. The mother, Katie Rogers, remarried to a man by the name of Chris Proudfoot. Chris Proudfoot became the stepfather of Sebastian. There are also concerns over the disciplinary methods used by Sebastian's stepfather, who allegedly used a belt for punishment. This has sparked questions about what life was really like for Sebastian at home. Seth Rogers, Sebastian's real dad, has been highly active in the search for his son, though he's been vocal about the lack of communication between him and the rest of the family. The day before Sebastian Rogers' disappearance, Sebastian and his mother went to Texas Roadhouse for a meal, and in the surveillance camera footage shows his mother acting very strange, even looking up at the cameras multiple times.
At a Texas Roadhouse in Hendersonville, Tennessee, the day before he vanished. His mother was seen taking photos of him and then sending them to somebody. Now, looking at this video,
she's looking suspect right now.
Yeah, she's looking. Yeah, what is going on?
Bro, what is this, bro? She looks like she is on, like she's on. Yo, bro. Let me calm down. This shit is crazy. Yo, bro. And he looks high functioning, bro. He looks like he's aware of shit. He looks like he knows something's up, but he don't know what's going on. He looks like he's going through something, man.
Why is she so paranoid? Is she looking for the waitress to bring her some lemon for her sweet tea? I don't get it. Like she's
probably on a time schedule. She's probably on the time schedule to drop off or make sure it works out this way. I don't know, but she definitely is on alert for something where it's definitely not the waiter, bro. I'm definitely not sitting that erect, and I'm not going to be that stern the whole time waiting for the waiter. I'm going to go back into my composure, talking to my family, or going back to my regular scheduled program. And then when I see or hear the waiter, I'm going to perk up. Hey, boo boo, come, let me give you my request respectfully. And then, this right here is like, bro. She's up to no good. Super sus.
Okay, she got evil eyes, bro. Look at them eyes.
She's looking everywhere, bro. She glances at the camera a little bit. You saw that cut? If you really pay attention to it, she caught the camera.
Week. I'm not saying he hadn't been fed in a week. I'm just saying the way he eats was very,
Yeah, he was definitely taking big bites. I don't know if that was a part of the autistic, maybe diagnosis, but he definitely seems hunched over, like he's almost like in a protection mode. I kind of eat like that. I don't eat, those big bites, but definitely.
Okay, mom.
See what she did? Did you see that little push she gave him? I wish I could. Hold on. Look, right here. This is them. She kind of gave him a little push.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a little push towards the direction of the car. It looked like he was veering towards where she was, or he was gonna walk in the direction where she was going, and she kind of gave him a little push. Or was it it might not have been a push, or maybe he tripped or something.
Instead of trying to find a 15-year-old boy and return him safely to home, this has turned into some kind of spectacle for the amusement of different content creators. Seth Rogers, the father of Sebastian, calls out Chris Proudfoot, the stepdad.
Hey, Chris Proudfoot, if you're listening to this, you can't hold that over my head. I told you, and I don't give a fuck who knows. It's your fault. It's your and your wife's fault. You guys don't deserve to be around kids.
Multiple reports online say that Chris has had CPS reports against Sebastian. Seth Rogers said that SF Investigates was going to release these reports, and SF Investigates respond and said Seth is a liar, and even says he blocked him months ago. The stepdad, Chris Proudfoot, has even addressed these allegations.
Now, when I answered that question, I told people Sebastian got a spanking. He got one lick on his butt outside of his clothes. If somebody can tell me how that's abuse to a child, explain to me the question about the CPS thing that came up to play that everybody wants to tie to this belt is not what it was. Sebastian went to school one day. He made a statement to a teacher. The teacher reports it to CPS. CPS comes to the house. That case has nothing to do with Sebastian getting spanked. That had everything to do with Sebastian didn't like being in trouble. So he thought by reporting it to a teacher, they were going to come to the house and they're going to take me out of the house and do this and do that. That is what the CPS case was about. And yes, I laughed at it because when I explained to Sebastian, very detailed, what happens, he thought it was a joke. When the CPS lady shows up and looks at him and says, Sebastian, you can't false report. That will get people in trouble and you can get in trouble.
A YouTube content creator who calls herself an investigative journalist has been ordered to stop reporting on the family of Sebastian Rogers. Katie and Chris, along with Chris's parents, have accused YouTube content creator Andra Griffin, aka Bullhorn Betty, of stalking and harassing them. Betty eventually gets arrested for violating these requests. This is just one of many moments of this clown show that dilutes the real intentions of finding Sebastian Rogers. Now Christmas just passed and Sebastian is somewhere out there. Will Sebastian be found in 2025? The search continues.
All right, YouTube Streets Podcast, man. New Age Plug, you did it again. You already know what it is. We got DVS in the building. So we're going to be touching on something we haven't really touched on yet. Sebastian Rogers, man. And he's a missing child. We're going to have Dave break it down in the beginning. But to me, after reviewing like the mom and the dad, the stepdad, all of this stuff that's going on, I feel like it's lost. Like, where is Sebastian? Like, they're not really out trying to find this kid.
Well, I think they've done a lot. I just think that there's a lot of holes in the story. There's a lot of things that don't add up for me. The mother, the biological father, the stepfather, the whole way that this is actually, been presented. Anybody looking at this can tell that there is something that is not right. I've heard different allegations and allegedly this and allegedly that, and it seems to show in past history and behavior patterns from the mother and the stepfather that they're willing to bite off the nose despite the face. It's almost like if we can't have them, you can't either kind of situation.
EVS, you can actually put yourself in the point of the shoes of somebody that had a missing child. I mean, last year, Kalinske was missing. She ended up getting found. Everything. She came home safe, but you had that feeling of like, oh crap, I don't know where my girl is.
Well, yeah, it's not a good feeling, and it's not something that you want to, let keep on going. The longer it goes on, the more things that could possibly happen, right? So I knew, not from watching 48 Hours or nothing like that, but I knew that there was, there's a window period of really getting things done the way, you need to in order to find the person that you're looking for. And the police, the missing persons unit, detectives, everybody that was on the case, they pushed it to the side. They treated it like just an average runaway. I actually had to go and do the footwork myself and start, really going into Instagrams and hounding people and really putting up that poster. A lot of help from everybody else, and without that, I don't think it would have been able to be done. But it's something that you got to do, and it's how much you want it. So, you're gonna get out of it what you put into it. But it's not an easy task, and gotta have a lot of willpower to make sure you do what you got to do. because the what ifs and the sorrows and all that. Like what he's doing right now, I think he's doing the best he can. He's making it known. I don't believe he has anything to do with it. I think he's genuinely looking for his son, and he's trying his best. He's doing the best he can with what he has. I'm gonna be real with you, Blog. I'm gonna ask some nitty gritty questions, man. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna ask the question that nobody's fucking asking. I want to know about what this character of this lady really is. What is she really like? How vindictive? How spiteful? What do you really think is going on? Let's be real, because I think the people need to fucking hear it. You know what I mean? It's tiptoeing and pussyfooting around and what's up? We got a platform. Let's go see what it really is happening, because it seems like he has some shit to say. It's just he just doesn't know how to fucking say it, and it's not being pulled out of him. Because, bro, shit is super suspect, bro. This whole case is super wild. It's got a stench on it.
Sebastian comes home and you can have him Christmas morning.
That would be wonderful. That would have been wonderful. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and he also missed his birthday as well. Why he's been missing. So, what are we doing now? I seen a lot of work was done the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. What's going down right now though? Is there still search parties?
From the last time I heard that there was something with the dogs lost the scent. There's a lot of things that are like, how does this even take place? Because for one, when you have a child that's autistic or on a spectrum, you have to take the precautions to make sure that they're safe at every moment, even when you're not around, whether that's the bathroom or their room or whatever. Right? It's almost like baby proof in the house all over again, but you know the limitations of your child, right? So for her to have this window period of not knowing what the capabilities of what it is that he did or where he went or how he got to how he went missing, this has to be either something that was set up or something that has been taking place before and she just didn't, or she used it to her advantage. Because I don't see this being like an accident. It just seems like you should have known better, lady. Respectfully.
It's just not fair.
That old saying, life isn't fair, but you have to live with it. You have to make out of the way. When I call you up and ask you what you're doing, it brings a little bit of normalcy.
Yeah, man, that goes bad. Seth,
if you're not doing it.
I feel bad, man. I feel real bad.
Dog the Bounty Hunter has now joined the search for Sebastian. Dog has raised the reward for information on Sebastian's whereabouts to $250,000. Dog has worked with Sebastian's biological father to bring the case back into the public eye. Now, at the same time this happened, Dog the Bounty Hunter joined Seth Rogers and Bullhorn Betty to file a preliminary injunction against several people who have joined the search for the teenager. Fisher states in the opposition that he is the only licensed investigator involved in the search, and At Night Media, Dog the Bounty Hunter's company, has yet to set foot in Tennessee and use unlicensed personnel and illegal tactics to gain information in cases. Seth Rogers and Dog the Bounty Hunter claim the two and anyone else launching their own search efforts was an obstruction and were actually interfering in the search. When in reality, if you want Sebastian home, the more the merrier looking for him. Some people don't have nobody looking for them at this moment. Their illegal activities as unlicensed investigators should not be protected, and granting an injunction would harm the public interest by silencing critical reporting on a matter of public concern. One person stopped looking for Sebastian altogether, and her name is Robin, the grandmother of Sebastian Rogers. Before she disappeared, she put this post out saying that the Proudfoots passed all of the polygraph tests. JLR Investigates has also reported that Seth is fleeing Tennessee and moving to Oklahoma. Seth Rogers did a live stream had a malfunction, and they are speculating that he is in Tony Mathis's house instead of being in Tennessee, which Tony Mathis lives in Oklahoma. JRL's reasoning Seth fled the state is because he's getting sued by a woman named Texana for misusing the funds to find his son Sebastian Rogers. Also, the mom, Katie Proudfoot, just lawyered up today and plead the fifth on the disappearance of her own son. We are going to leave this video here, and we are now in the hunt for Sebastian Rogers. We are only on Team Sebastian, and we want the truth. Where is Sebastian Rogers?
Definitely weird.
Will Sebastian ever make it home, man? Do you think he's alive?
In a perfect world, I would like to think so. But realistically, I don't think so, bro.
I guess we need to put all these eggs in one basket. I believe in these miracles and I believe in magic. Look up to God one more time and this is what I'm asking. Please bring this boy home, help us find Sebastian. He's somewhere out there alone. These parents won't get out their bone. You know he's really cold. I can feel it in my bones. He's not just fucking bones. Can we just get along and bring this precious boy home? Bring this precious boy home. I know that Chris was gonna hit him with that switch. It's kinda weird he disappeared. He didn't have his Nintendo Switch. He had no shoes on. How many times CPS got called to that damn home? People giving up, yeah, they believe that he's long gone. I see they hired a dog, and now that dog is trying to sue anybody involved. I know that Bullhorn Betty was giving blowjobs behind the chili, stupid bitch. Why don't you do your job? Y'all some tragedy pimps. Tragedy pimps, y'all some tragedy pimps that don't give a shit about Sebastian, just a kid. Yeah, all you really want is the views and the clicks. Y'all couldn't come together for that baby, cause you lazy, also crazy. And the moves that you made had y'all all looking shady. Man, they need to go get Grady. Dog is yelling, better pay me. If you ask him about Brian Laundry, he say he's still in Haiti. They saying fuck you, Katie, cause she said I'ma plead the fifth. I'm not talking no more about my fucking missing kid. That shit don't make no sense unless you had something to do with it. Dog is on his ass, no he ain't, he done lost the scent. Now bring home Sebastian, that is all I'm asking. Try some different tactics, please just stay active. Please just stay active. Bring home Sebastian, yeah. Bring home Sebastian, yeah. And don't take him back to the same homes, man. Find that boy a new home.